Hey, what is up, guys? This is the Lead King Russ Ward, and before we begin, I apologize for how crude this video might look or it might come out. It's just that I have to use a PC for this training, for this portion of the training, and I don't have a license to do screen recording and all this stuff, and it's just a one-off thing, so I'm not going to go ahead and buy a license to use it. So I'm going to have to break these videos up in 15-minute increments if necessary. I just wanted to let you guys know up front that this is just a one-time thing. I'm just going to, make a video or multiple videos if necessary to show you guys how to do this, because you do have to use a PC to do what I'm about to show you to do. So let's get started. And the first thing I want to show you is the software you're going to need if you're going to start ranking videos #1 on YouTube. Now, in full disclosure, I wish I had an affiliate link for this, but I don't. So this is not an affiliate link. This is just my recommendation to get this. Now, what we're going to be talking about here, and as I type this in, we're going to be looking up a software called Blaster Suite. And the whole theme behind what we're doing here, and the reason this works, is because there's a glitch or a hack or whatever you want to call it in YouTube, where if you get YouTube to believe that you ran a live video, they give much higher prevalence to a live video and they rank it in the top 10 immediately, usually the top 3, sometimes even #1. So there used to be a really long way of doing this. You need to have this software and you had to stream and post it on YouTube all at the same time. It was a major pain in the butt, and I stopped doing it just because it was such a pain in the butt. But I found this software called Blaster Suite, and Blaster Suite does it all in one big swoop. Now, you have to be very careful with Blaster Suite, because if you rank too many live videos too quickly and they don't appear that they're actually live, then YouTube can basically shadow ban you, and you don't want to do that. So for whatever you're doing for this, use a YouTube account, use a Gmail account, however you have that thing linked up, and only use it for this. Don't use your primary YouTube channel for this, just in case something happens and you get shadow banned. So let's go ahead and take a look at Blaster Suite. You just Google search it, Blaster Suite. And they have a bunch of different programs. All of them are pretty good, but the one that we're going to be doing here is called Live Event Blaster 2. And basically what that is it's going to trick the YouTube algorithm into thinking that you're running a live video when you're really not. You're just posting a regular video, and it appears to be a live streaming video, and you're going to see how we do that. So all you do is you click Get It Now. You don't need any of the upgrades unless you want to link multiple accounts to this, and you could have unlimited accounts. You could have 10 different YouTube accounts that you're posting different videos to all the time. If you're somebody who's going to post tons and tons of videos, you might want to buy the upgrade for that. I think the upgrade's only $47. And let me just see what the cost on this is. I think when I bought it, Blaster Suite, yeah, it was, let's see, what is the cost on this? Let's see. It's pretty inexpensive for what it does for you. And I'm sliding down here. Whoa, yeah, you don't need any of these bonuses, man. These guys, another thing too, is they have a relentless follow-up campaign. So if you don't want to constantly get blown up with more stuff that they want to sell you, just opt out of their email list. But I like to stay on it because they do come out with some cool stuff every once in a while. So let's slide down here and see what they actually charge for this. And like I said, I'm sorry, I'm using a PC on a very, very little keyboard, so I really am not used to this. Okay, so to get this software, it's one time $39.95, and then what they're going to do is they're going to offer you an upgrade for a pro account where you can have unlimited links to YouTube, and I think that's $47 more. So if you're going to rank videos, this software is well worth it, as long as you don't have any issues using a PC. Now, the other thing they're going to have you do is they're going to ask you to get a virtual box to run this on if you're on a Mac. Don't do it. I tried it. It's way too slow. Whenever you're trying to upload the video, it's not streaming in real time, and it just messes everything up. So just don't do it. If you're not going to use a PC for this, just don't use it at all. But I recommend using a PC for this. I have a really cheap PC. I think I paid like $150 for this, and I only use this PC for ranking videos, because you can see over here it's only for PCs. So anyway, you go ahead and you buy it, and you install it. Okay, I'm not going to go through that with you. Everybody knows how to install a program. Once you have it installed, I think what it's going to do is it's going to install the whole suite for you. And it's going to look like they're all installed. You can see I have a login already. It's going to look like they're all installed, but they're not. You see how I have all these different things here? And it gives you a link to buy them all. So I have Live Event Blaster 2 and Video Marketing Blaster. I don't even know what Video Marketing Blaster does. I forget. So what we're going to use is Live Event Blaster 2. So you're going to start the application, and it's going to open up a whole new window. And you can see I have a couple demo videos here. So something I wanted to point out. The other day I posted this demo video when I was telling you guys about this training I was going to do. I was posting a video for my friend who's a realtor in Edmonton, Canada, right? And so the keyword was Edmonton Realtor. And I think it was ranked in the top 4. But after a little bit of time, what I did was I went in there and I edited the video. I didn't edit the video. Yeah, I think I did actually. I cut off a part of the video. I used the YouTube native editor, and I actually edited some of the description. I edited the title, and what I noticed is once you edit anything, that's it. Your ranking is gone. Because when I first did this one, I'm going to slide over here, and I'm going to get into all this in a little bit later. You can see that this video is not in the top 200 rankings now, and I'm going to go ahead and refresh it just to see if it did pop back in there. And it's working. You can see up here it says working. I think it's working. Usually updates a lot faster than that. So this is, again, something that I really hate about working on PCs is they'll sometimes do things like this. So it says finished updating. Now it's ranked number 62, right? Which, you're not going to get any views at number 62. So what I found is that if you touch it in any way after you post it, that's it, you're done. It's going to drop out of the top 10, and you might as well just scrap it. And for whatever reason, if you keep posting it from that same account, it's going to keep not ranking. So if you do mess up and you edit it and you end up at rank 62 or out of the top 200 like I was, you're going to want to go ahead and use a different YouTube account to post that video because it's never going to make a comeback. Now, I did another one because I live here in Madeira Beach, and I just wanted to see if I could rank this local parasailing company. It's a company I used for recently, and parasailing is very popular here. So I went ahead and I just ranked this number 4. Let's see if I'm still ranked number 4. Now, sometimes what you see on these rankings doesn't actually match what you see on YouTube. So I'm going to go ahead and check the rank and views. So I dropped 1 spot. I'm at number 5. But this has been sitting here since last Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, maybe Tuesday. I forget what day it was, but we're coming up on almost a week now where this is still in the top 5. So that's pretty good. It doesn't have that many views because I haven't showed it to anybody, but just to keep that in mind, if you do post these videos, what you want to make damn sure of is that you don't touch it because it's going to drop out. Okay. So the first thing you want to do after you install Live Event Blaster is you want to go over here and you want to do what it says. You want to read this first. And it's going to tell you all these different things about it. It's going to tell you the formatting descriptions. It's going to tell you what to do and what not to do. It's very important that you read this so you do not get your account banned or shadow banned and that everything goes properly. So make sure you read all of this stuff, okay? Then they also have some training videos here. Now, in full disclosure, these guys do not speak the best English. And, you just have to listen to them, have a little bit of patience. They know what they're doing. What they're doing works. But like I said, they don't speak the best English, so just kind of bear with them. But these training videos are going to walk you through everything you need to do, okay, for this. And what you're going to want to do next is you're going to go to settings. And you see all this stuff here. This is what you need for Live Event Blaster to work. You're going to need a client ID. You're going to need a client secret, and you're going to need an API key. Now, the question is, where do you get all this stuff, right? That's a good question. So all you do is you click right here on this link, and it's going to open you up to a training page. And it's important, once again, that you go through all this stuff, right? So you're going to click this link here to go to developers. This seems like a massive pain in the butt. And the first time you ever do it, it kind of is a little bit, just because it's kind of stuff if you're not a developer, you probably never done any of this stuff before, but if you just follow the steps, like literally exactly like they show in their training videos here, it'll work perfectly, I promise, because I'm not a coder. Anytime I need code done for me of any kind, I have to hire somebody because I'm just not the guy to do that. So literally, all you do is you click this link and you click this video down here, and everything you need will be shown to you. Okay? So once you have this all set up, you want to click this verify button just to make sure it's working. And you say, cool, API is working. That's great. So we're going to close this out. Now, on this particular account, I only have 2 videos. And what else you can do is once you know that they're going to be ranking a long time and you don't want them in there anymore, you can just you can delete them from Live Event Blaster, or if you screw it up, you can delete it from Live Event Blaster and from YouTube at the same time too. But I'm going to leave those in there for now. So we're getting up to the minute allowance because I can only go 15 minutes on this account because I didn't upgrade it because I'm only using a PC. So I'm going to end part 1 of this video, and we're going to jump into the next part in the next video. All right, guys, this is the League King Russ Ward, and I am back to continue on the training with Blaster Suite. So now that you have everything set up, you have the software installed, you have all your API keys, everything set up, tested your API key. Now you're ready to actually run a video and make a live video and put it on YouTube. So I'm going to run you through exactly the steps to do that. You could obviously just watch the training videos on this, but I just want to show you how to do it in real time, just so you can see how easy it is and get a little bit of the logic behind why I do it the way I do it. So what you're going to do is you're going to click add a new item, and automatically a training video is going to pop up. You should probably watch that the first time. Now, this box here is the one shot you got at ranking your video, okay? If you mess this up, you can go ahead and you can delete it, and you can start over. But once you get it up there, and if it's not what you want it to be, you have to delete it and start over. If you touch it while it's on YouTube, then that's it, you're done, and you might as well just get another YouTube account and try to rank it again. So you can upload it, delete it as many times as you need to. Sometimes the video doesn't render properly. Maybe something went wrong in the process, but you have to make sure that you get this part right. So let's just say that we want to do this for a mortgage loan officer, right? Or better yet, let's just go ahead. Let's do this for a realtor. Let's do this for my buddy Indy again. We'll use the same video, and only this time we'll try to use a different keyword. Okay. So what I'm going to try and rank this for this time is best realtor Edmonton, right? And what I want to do, so this is going to be the keyword that we're going to rank for. So whatever your keyword is, you want to rank for it up here in the title. And then you also want it to be down here in keywords. So you want it to be best realtor Edmonton. And then you don't want to add any other keywords in there. If that's your keyword, that's what you want your keyword to be. Okay? And then again in the tags. Now, in description, you can put anything you want in here. However, you want to make sure you hit the keyword again. So we have it in 1, 2, 3, 4 places, right? So we're going to go the best realtor You really should put an in there so it sounds right, but it wouldn't work as well. And I just want to double check I have his spelling correct. Alright, so it's good I double checked on that because I spelled his name wrong. It is K-O-K-H-O-S-A-H, Indy Kosach. And then what I always like to do is put their phone number right in there. Or better yet, you can put it up here in the title. So if you put it up here in the title, you go something like this. His number is 780-938-4639. Oops. Tell you what, man, this little keyboard that I'm working on is not fun. Alright, so that's his phone number. The best realtor Edmonton is Indy Kosach. Call him. Call him with all your real estate buying and selling needs. And then what I would do again is I would put the phone number one more time. Because we're doing this for a couple of reasons, guys. Number one, we do want to impress our clients with our ability to rank these videos. But if it's the right keyword, we do want this video to rank and get traffic and drive traffic to our clients so they actually get phone calls, right? Okay, so you might want to make your description longer. That's fine. But you always want to make sure that the keyword is in the title. You want to make sure it's in the tags. You want to make sure it's in the keyword, okay? And you don't want to add anything extra to these. You can just leave the category entertainment. It doesn't matter. It's irrelevant. And then the stream date, you can see this one's trying to default to 9/25, and today is actually 9/22. So what you're going to want to do is, let's say you're doing this on 9/22. You want to change it to the actual date you're doing it. And right now it is 20:38 my time, military time, right? So let's just go ahead and we'll make this 20:45 just to give me a couple of minutes, okay? Now, for your thumbnail, you have to have this pre-ready. You're going to want to have that saved somewhere. So I'm going to click Browse, and I made a thumbnail called Edmonton Realtor. You're going to want to make a thumbnail for yourself. And then down here, you're going to want to have your video file ready. And I have a video file. Now, another cool thing that you're going to want to remember, you want to name your video the same thing as your keyword, right? So this one is called Edmonton Realtor. We want this one to be Best Realtor Edmonton. So I'm going to go ahead and change the name of that keyword. And I'm going to go to, I think I have it in downloads. Yes. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to change the name of that. So you see I made that change, so now the name of the video is actually the keyword, right? Best Realtor Edmonton. So now when we go back and we browse, and the name of the video is Best Realtor Edmonton. So now everything matches in terms of the keywords. And this is all key, no pun intended, to get this video to rank correctly. So everything's set. We're going to go ahead and click Add New Item. Now, you can see right here, this is where we are, right? So what you want to do is you want to click on it, and you want to right click. Sorry, not right click. You just want to click on it, turn it blue, and then you want to click the update button. What you want to do here is you want to click this one and this one, and you want to click Start Actions. And you'll see down here it's saying updating video details and thumbnail for video. It says finished updating. So we're going to click it again. We're going to click update again. And then we're going to click upload unpublished items. Click start. And I don't know why you have to do it this way, but you have to do it this way. And you can see it's taking a couple of seconds to do that. And I'm not going to pause this video because I just want you guys to see the length of time. Okay, so good. So now what that did was that just updated the thumbnail. It updated all the data that we're going to update, the keywords, all that stuff. Now what you're going to do is you're going to click on it. You're going to right click and you're going to click Start Live Streaming. Again, a video is going to pop up. I recommend watching it the first time. And then it's telling you in here, we do not recommend streaming videos to events. If you stream a video that's not live, like, or contains images, for example, you could get a penalty. So again, backup accounts to do this unless you're not going to be doing this very often. Click yes. And as soon as you click yes, it's going to start. Now you can see this has a big P on it. And it's showing that there's an error with the firewall. I think it's because I have Malwarebytes running. So I went ahead and turned off Malwarebytes. So let's try it again. We're going to start live streaming. I'm going to close out this training video. It's going to give us the warning. And then immediately it's going to start uploading. I'm sorry. It didn't do it that time. There it goes. So you're going to see that it has my logo in the background. It really is updating that thumbnail picture. And in future video later on, I'm going to show you exactly what to do to make sure that thumbnail looks perfect. Because obviously you don't want this thumbnail defaulted to be like that, right? And you can see down here, it's telling you all the steps it's taking. We're trying to do the live transaction. It's invalid. We tried one more time. We're going to try it again. Sometimes it takes like 3 or 4 times for it to attempt to do it. So you can see I paused the video until it started running. Sometimes when it hangs up like that, you just go ahead and you hit the refresh video or the refresh button, and then it will kick it into gear. Like I said, this is a PC app, so you know how PC apps can be. They can be quirky like that. So what it's going to do is it's going to run through the whole entire video, and it's actually streaming this onto YouTube as though it's real, as though it's live right now. So this one isn't too bad because it actually appears like it could be live. What you don't really want to get into is photo slideshow type things because those won't be looked upon as a live video. So I'm just going to go ahead and let this run for a minute, and then I'm going to give you some more commentary. Alright, so as you can see, it finished the live streaming. It's still going to show it there because it's lagging behind a little bit, so you click OK. So now this video is actually on YouTube, and let's go ahead and take a look for it. So our keyword here is Best Realtor Edmonton, right? And what I'm going to do before we get into that is I'm going to end this video because we're getting up to the limit. So I'm going to give you more on the next video. All right, guys, we are back, and what we've done so far is we went through the whole process of setting up Blaster Suite, and we have now streamed a video as live on YouTube, and it should now be on the YouTube platform. So what you can do is you can slide over here, and you can see it'll show you the rankings. You can do a bunch of things with this, right? So if we right-click on our newest video, and we click Check Ranking Views, let's see what it comes up with. Boom, it comes up as number 1. So in full disclosure, it might not stay at number 1. However, if you don't touch it, if you don't edit it, it should stay in the top 10 basically forever. So let's just go over to YouTube and take a look at this. And again, guys, I apologize. I'm using this crappy little PC computer that I only use for videos. So if it's a little bit slow, if it's a little bit frustrating, apologize in advance. Oops. All right, so we're going to go to YouTube. Now, one thing you're going to notice is if you are signed in with the account that you uploaded the video with, it's going to give you skewed results. It's going to show that your video is ranked even when it's not ranked. So that's why it's very important that, not that one. If you're looking at your video rank, you have to use the app itself, the Live Event Blaster app, because it'll tell you truly where you are ranked. So in the case of this, I'm logged in as another account. So that other account that I streamed it from is Premium Performance Marketing. This is just my personal account, Russ Ward. So this will give us a real ranking because this is not the account I streamed it from. So let's go ahead and do Best Realtor Edmonton. And we're going to see that it comes up. So it's not showing it number 1. It's showing it number 3, right? So Best Realtor Edmonton, and it has his phone number right there. Has the streamed video. Perfect. That's what we want, right? And then what you want to do is keep a close eye on this for, the next 12 hours or so. Because I wonder if this even updated yet. Let's see if it did. Yeah, you can see it drop down to 3. But like I said, most of the time this will stay in the top 10. Let me just show you before I move on to something else. I want to show you. I want to show you a couple more examples just so you can see. So when I was first testing this out with the old way before we had Blaster Suite, I did a couple back in Pittsburgh where I used to live. And what I did was Solar Pittsburgh. And just to show you it's still ranked. Now that's a pretty competitive keyword, right? What I ranked this for was best solar company in Pittsburgh. And you can see that's my company, Premium Performance Marketing. And we are still ranked number 1, 2, 3, 4, number 5, right? So that's pretty good. It would be preferable if we were ranked number 1. And the reason why I don't think this got many views is because I didn't put any real work into this. I just made a photo slideshow of some ugly images just to prove that we could rank that video to the company I was proving that to. And then check this one out that I did. BMW Pittsburgh. And let's see where mine ranked. Number 2 right here, right? So I just I found a BMW video and ranked that. And then I reached out to a local BMW dealer and I said, hey, if you want this spot, I can put your video in there instead with, your sales reps or whoever you want. They declined my offer. You see this? I said, promoted by the Lead King, get your next BMW at Rahal, right? So I was trying to get Bobby Rahal BMW to hire me or pay me for that, which they didn't do. And then a couple others I did just for fun. And you can see that was a year ago, and it's still in the number 2 position. And then this is a pretty fun one. Pittsburgh's Most Eligible Bachelor. Look who pops up number 1. Check that out. And then the really cool part is sometimes, if you're lucky, these will actually convert over to Google as well. So let's just try this one. So if you slide down a little bit, look at that. See, sometimes the YouTube videos are pulled out. So you can get a lot of traffic if your videos are pulled into the Google search from YouTube, right? Let's just see if that BMW one did it. I don't think it did, but if it did, that would be cool. See, they don't all pull videos through. I'm not sure why. If anybody knows the answer to that, what makes them pull those videos through and whatnot, I'm be very interested in learning that myself. So as you can see, all I wanted to do was prove to you guys that these rankings do stay for a long time as long as you don't edit it after it's already up there. Okay? So let's go back here. I'm going to log out of this account. I'm going to switch to another account. This is my account here. Premium Performance Marketing. This is where I basically post all my videos. And there it is, Pittsburgh's Most Eligible Bachelor. How cool is that? So if you go up here to your account, and my God, is this slow, isn't it? And you go to YouTube Studio. What we want to double check is that it has the correct thumbnail image. This is the one thing you can change on it without it screwing it all up. You can change the thumbnail image. You cannot change the description. You cannot change the keywords. You cannot edit the video in any way, shape, or form because I messed with that stuff and that's what kicked it out of the rankings. Okay. So I apologize, guys. It's taking time to load up. All right. So here's my YouTube channel. And what we want to do is go over here to videos. And then you want to go to your live videos. You see it has uploads and then it has live. These are all your live videos are streamed. And these are some videos from, I don't even know what they were from. So you can see this is our new one, right? And for some reason it says it has a copyright claim and it cannot be monetized. Maybe there was some music playing in the background for this one and it picked that up, so it demonetized it. But that's not a big deal as long as they don't ban it. You always want to make sure it's public. If it's not public, obviously it can't be seen to the public. And that looks nice. So if you click the details, we just want to make sure that our thumbnail image that we put on here is in fact the correct one, and it is. Now if you did need to update that thumbnail image, what you'd do is obviously you'd just upload a thumbnail right there. Now, something you want to do is you want to go ahead and click no, it's not made for kids. And you want to click save on that. Facebook requires you to say yes if it's made for kids, no if it's not. I click no to everything because I don't make videos for kids. I don't want anybody in the world. I don't want Facebook. I don't want YouTube. I don't want Google. Anybody thinking that these are some pedophile videos. So I always just say no, it's not made for kids. Okay? So that's it. Let's go back and take one last look at it and see if the rankings have moved at all. And you can see, cool, it's steady at number 3. So guys, these steps I showed you here are exactly how you use Blastersuite to rank these videos. There is another way to do it. I'm not going to show it to you just because it's such a pain in the butt that I just stopped doing it myself altogether. If you're going to use this technique to rank videos, you want to use Blastersuite. If you want to use multiple accounts, and if you're going to be somebody who's uploading a lot of videos, I highly recommend you buy the pro version. You get the whole thing for less than $100. Okay. And a couple things on this. Number one, you're not going to get a ton of views on the videos unless it is a very, a keyword that is very competitive. And number two, that's okay. That's irrelevant because what you can use this for is you can go ahead and just rank videos as an upsell to somebody or as a free throw in. Hey, Mr. Loan Officer, or hey, Mr. Realtor, I'll go ahead and I'll rank a video number 1. It's very, very impressive to your clients if you do that. And then another thing you can do is you can go ahead and you can just go ahead and rank a video before you prospect somebody. So say Indy was a realtor you wanted to target as a client. You could go ahead and find one of Indy's videos, rank it number 1 for best realtor Edmonton. Could either call him up and say, hey, why don't you search YouTube for best realtor Edmonton? And he's like, oh, look, that's so cool, right? And you can say, if I can do that for you, imagine what I could do for your ads, stuff like that. So I just wanted to share this with you guys because this is powerful stuff. It doesn't always have to be about, tons and tons and tons of traffic, although, of course, we would prefer it to do that. You're only going to get that tons and tons of traffic if you're doing this for very competitive keywords, okay? And that's all I wanted to show you guys in this training. I hope this helps. If you have any, requests for more info on this, or if you need help with it, if you have any questions, always feel free to email us at russward@theleadking.com. You can post in our groups, and you can post wherever you see this video posted. Go ahead and post below it, post your questions, and I'll be happy to help you out. Have a great day, guys.